We are gonna start standing today. So if you wanna put big toes together, a sliver between your heels, spread out your toes, roll your shoulders down your back, shine your palms, and reach the crown of your head as tall as you can to the ceiling, closing your eyes and taking a deep inhale in, and an open mouth exhale. Continue with long breaths in and even longer exhales. Standing up a little bit taller. Keeping those eyes closed, really check in on how your body's feeling right now. Feeling your chest filling up with air. Tucking your tailbone, engaging your core. Really becoming centered on your mat. Today's practice, we're going to be doing a couple extra balancing poses. We're going to be opening up our hips, opening up our shoulders. But always remember to come back to your breath and do what your body feels today. So if anything does not feel good, you can skip it, or you can add in anything else that you like. On your next inhale, let's reach the fingertips up to the sky. And then exhale, clasp the hands behind your back. Inhale, puff up the chest. And exhale, draw your chin down to your chest. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, open arm twist to the right, keeping your hips squared to the front of the room. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back through center. And then exhale, hands to heart center. That little sequence we're going to repeat a couple times throughout class. So we're going to do it 2 more times now and then throughout the rest of the class. So keep that in mind. Inhale, the fingertips to the sky. Exhale, clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, puff up your chest. Exhale, chin to the chest. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, center. One more time. Exhale, hands behind your back. Inhale, puff up the chest. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, center. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, center. And exhale, forward fold. Let's let it all go on your mat. Stepping your feet out hip distance apart. Let's bend into your knees as much as you need to create a belly to thigh connection. Reaching for opposite elbows. And find your ragdoll pose. We're going to take 5 long breaths here. Find some gentle movement. Maybe sway back and forth. Waking up that spine. Reaching the crown of your head a little closer to the ground. Shaking your head yes, shaking your head no. And your next inhale, placing your palms on top of your shins. Let's halfway lift. So reaching the crown of the head out straight, a nice flat back. Take a deep inhale in, lengthen out that spine, and then exhale, let it go, forward fold. One more time, inhale, halfway lift. And then this time, exhale, let's come down into ball pose. Coming into as small of a ball as you can, bringing forehead to knee. We can try our first balance here. Maybe come up onto your fingertips, or take your hands off of the mat, wrap them around your shins. For a little extra challenge, play with trying to close your eyes. See how much harder it is to balance with eyes closed. Inhale, let's rise to mountain pose, fingertips to the sky, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, ball pose. Do it one more time. Inhale, rise to Tadasana, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, ball pose. Let's try your balance one more time as we're waking up the spine this morning. Maybe try wrapping one arm around your legs, maybe the other. And placing your hands back down on the mat, we're gonna come into our tabletop. So finding a nice flat back, stacking your shoulders over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Let's do one cat and cow. So lowering that belly, lifting the chest to the sky. Take a deep inhale in. And then exhale, curving through the spine, finding cat pose. Maybe wagging your tail a little bit, waking up your hips, waking up your lower spine. Inhale for cow pose. And then exhale for cat. You can begin to move through this breath to movement, or start circling your hips to the right. If you're circling your hips, reverse directions. Taking a few more breaths and then meeting me in a static tabletop. Engaging your core, let's lift the right fingertips straight out in front of you. And then lifting the left leg straight behind you. Let's open up to a side plank. Using your left knee to support you. Reaching those right fingertips to the sky. Inhale to lengthen a little closer to the ceiling. Option to stay here or reach for that right foot with your right hand, reaching for the inside of the foot. Opening through the chest, taking a deep breath in. And then exhale, slowly bringing everything back down to your tabletop. We're gonna do it on the left. So inhale the left fingertips straight behind you. And then exhale the left foot straight behind. And then opening up to your side plank, supported by your right knee. Deep breath in, reaching those left fingertips up to the sky. Then option to reach the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Taking a deep breath in, opening through the chest. And then exhale, slowly bringing everything back down to your mat. Walking those fingertips out. We're gonna come into puppy dog pose. So keeping your hips high, walking the fingertips out to the top of your mat, and then lowering your chest, chin, forehead down to the mat. Coming back to your breath. Take 5 long breaths here. And think about any intention that you may have for today's practice. The theme is around balance. So if you don't have an intention in mind, maybe think about how your balance has changed recently. Is there anything you're working on? Anything that needs a little more balance in your life? Take one more deep breath in. And then putting the weight into your fingertips, let's tuck those toes and raise the hips up to the sky, finding your downward dog. Finding gentle movement in this first down dog. Maybe bending one knee and then the other. And slowly start to find a static downward facing dog, pressing firmly into all 10 fingers. And drawing your chest a little closer to the tops of your thighs as you lift your hips up a little bit higher. Inhale, raise the right foot straight behind you for three-legged dog. Inhale, lift it up a little higher. Really finding length through that leg. And then exhale, crunching knee to chest. Inhale, three-legged dog. We're gonna do this 2 more times. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lift. And this time, let's sweep the foot through, stepping up between your hands and lowering down your back knee to Anjaneyasana. And we're gonna go through that arm sequence we did at the beginning of class. So inhale, raising your fingertips to the sky. Exhale, clasping behind your back. Inhale, puffing up your chest. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, reaching the fingertips to the sky. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, center. And exhale, bring your hands down onto your mat. Let's bring that leg back, finding a plank pose, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly lower all the way down onto your mat. We're gonna prepare for baby cobra. So keeping your hands right where they are by your ribs, pressing your feet firmly into your mat. Inhale, let's lift the chest off of the mat, using your back muscles. Take a deep breath in. And lower back down to the mat. Pushing up and finding your downward facing dog or using your knees to help you get there. And we're gonna do that on the left. So inhale the left leg up high. Really reaching that leg back, being as long as that leg can go. And then exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to chest. One more time. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, three-legged dog. And then exhale, sweep it through. Finding your low lunge. Lowering that back knee down. Inhale, let's rise to Anjaneyasana. Exhale, clasping your hands behind your back. Inhale, puff up the chest. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, opening up to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, opening up to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, bringing your hands to your mat and finding your plank pose. And we're gonna hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly lower all the way down to your mat for baby cobra. Inhale, lift the chest off the mat. And then exhale, find your way to downward facing dog. All right, we're gonna flow through that one more time on both sides, moving breath to movement. Inhale the right leg up high. Exhale, chin to knee to chest. Inhale, lift the leg. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step it through. Now this time you can lower that knee down or you can come all the way up to your full crescent. Exhale, hands behind your chest. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, open up to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, open up to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, hands to your mat. And you can either go through your vinyasa or find your baby cobra. Meeting me in downward facing dog. Give you a few breaths to get there. And then we'll raise that left leg straight behind us. And exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lift. And exhale, sweep it through. Either coming into Anjaneyasana or raising all the way up to your crescent. Exhale, hands behind your back. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, raising your arms to the sky. And exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, bringing your hands down to the mat and going through your flow. Meeting me in downward facing dog. Let's take a deep breath in here. And an open mouth exhale. And your next inhale is shift forward, finding your plank pose. And we're gonna begin to tap our shoulders for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly lower all the way down to your mat. And let's tee out your arms. We're gonna come into scorpion pose. We've been working those shoulders, so let's stretch them out. So on your next inhale, roll onto that right shoulder, placing the left foot on the ground behind you. Just coming back to your breath, enjoying the stretch. Inhale, coming back to center, extending that left arm and then rolling over the left shoulder, placing the right foot on the ground behind you. Inhale, coming back to center. And let's find your way to your downward facing dog. Coming really high up on your toes. And then sinking your heels back a little further onto the mat. Inhale, look to the top of your mat and exhale, travel. Inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, forward fold. Now bringing big toes to touch. On your next inhale, let's sweep the arms up and sink back down to our chair pose. So we're gonna go through our arm sequence here. So on your next inhale, let's clasp the arms behind the back, puff up the chest, exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, reach the fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Looking down and making sure that your knees are still in line with each other. Inhale, reach the fingertips to the sky. And exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, center. And then exhale, forward fold. Taking a deep breath here, let's lift up our right leg, coming into supported warrior 3. Option to play with lifting your fingertips off of the mat. And then inhale, rising up to one-legged Tadasana. Taking a deep breath in, reaching those fingertips to the sky, and then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, going through your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up high and exhale, sweep it through, opening up to warrior 2. Now straightening that front leg, let's come into Trikonasana, triangle pose. So exhale, tick-tock your arms, reaching the left fingertips to the sky and the right fingertips onto your leg. Making sure those shoulders are square to the front of the room. Inhale, reverse triangle. And then exhale, wide-legged forward fold, prasarita. Let it all go onto your mat. We'll take a few breaths here. Option to do whatever variation of this pose feels good to you. Maybe reach for one foot and then the other. And then we're gonna come into back to center, halfway lift, and meet me in Skandasana to the right. And try to lift your fingertips off the mat here for another opportunity to find some balance. The balance poses not only bring some extra muscle into our practice, bringing extra strength, but they also help us clear our minds because it's hard to think of anything else when you're trying to balance. So on your inhale, let's work our way to Skandasana on the other side. Option to use your hands to try to help you get there. Or trying to keep your hands off the mat. And then switch to the other side one more time. And then walking your hands to a low lunge at the front of your mat. Now putting all the weight into that front right foot, let's lift the left foot up, coming into standing splits. Bending that left knee, lifting the leg up as high as you can. And of course there's a balance option here as well. You can lift one leg off, you already have one leg off. You can lift one hand off the mat, maybe the other, wrap them both around that front leg. Or just stay grounded. If balancing isn't your thing today, that's fine. And then exhale, bringing both feet together, find your forward fold. Taking a deep breath in and an open mouth exhale, let it all go. And we're gonna do that on the other side. So on your next inhale, let's sweep the arms up, finding chair pose. Sinking those hips back. We're gonna go through our arm sequence. So exhale, bringing your hands behind your back. Inhale, puff up the chest. Exhale, chin the chest. Inhale, raising the fingertips to the sky. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, center. And exhale, forward fold. Now we're gonna lift the left leg, coming into supported warrior 3 on the left. Finding your balance here, finding a nice straight spine between the crown of your head and your foot. Then inhale, raising that leg up, coming into Ekapada Tadasana on the left. One-legged mountain pose. And then exhale, let it all go, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, go through your flow. Chaturanga. To inhale, upward facing dog. To exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up high. And exhale, sweep it through, opening up to warrior 2. Now straightening that front leg, let's come into Trikonasana on this side. Reaching, extending through those fingertips, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, reverse triangle. And then let it all go. Sweep the arm through, finding your Prasarita wide-legged forward fold. Maybe try a different variation on this side. Maybe clasping the hands behind the back and extending the fingertips closer to me. Taking one more long breath here. And then bringing your hands back to the mat, finding your halfway lift. And then Skandasana to the back of your mat on this side. Give you a few seconds to try any balancing here, bringing hands to heart center. And then inhale, we're gonna bring Skandasana over to the other side. Really working into those hips. And exhale, let's shift back to the back of your mat. And then spider crawl yourself all the way to a low lunge to the front of your mat. Putting all the weight into that left foot. Let's lift the right foot up, coming into standing splits. Option to try to balance on this side if we did on the other. By staying grounded, you might be able to get a little bit more of a stretch and get the leg up higher. And then exhale, bringing both feet together, finding your forward fold. Taking a deep breath in and an open mouth exhale, let it all go. All right, we're gonna do that one more time on each side, moving breath to movement. Take in or add or remove anything that wasn't feeling right and go at your own pace. So inhale, coming into your chair pose, sinking those hips back. Exhale, clasping the hands behind the back. Inhale, puffing up the chest. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, let it all go, forward fold. Inhale, right leg up in your warrior three. Inhale, raise it up into one-legged Tadasana. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, meet me in downward facing dog. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up high and exhale, sweep it through. Opening up into warrior two. Inhale, straightening that front leg and finding your Trikonasana. Inhale, reaching for the back of the room, reverse triangle. Exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Skandasana to the back of your mat. And let's skip the other two Skandasanas and come over to your front of your mat, finding your low lunge to the front. Putting all the weight into that front foot, that right foot. Let's lift up the left leg, finding your standing splits. Taking a deep breath in, lifting that leg up a little higher, and then exhale, forward fold, bringing both feet together. Taking a deep breath in and an open mouth exhale. Inhale, sinking the hips back, sweeping the arms to the sky, finding your chair pose. Exhale, clasping the hands behind the back. Inhale, puffing up the chest. Then exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, open arm twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, let it all go, forward fold. Now lifting the left leg straight behind you, we're gonna come into our supported warrior three. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, as I almost fall over. Exhale, forward fold, feet together. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, go with your flow, or meet me in downward facing dog. I'm starting to get a little out of breath here. Inhale, the left leg up high. And exhale, sweep it through, opening up to warrior two. Straightening that front leg. Let's inhale, finding your Trikonasana. And then reverse that triangle. And exhale, wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, finding Skandasana to the back of your mat. Exhale, low lunge to the front of your mat. And then putting all the weight in that front foot, let's lift the right leg up high. And then exhale, both feet together, forward fold. And then slowly coming down to your knees. Bringing big toes to touch, maybe coming back on your mat a little bit. Let's find a nice child's pose to reset before we start the second half of our practice. So extending the fingertips long on the mat, keeping a nice straight spine, and just sinking into the mat, placing your forehead on the mat.